Here's the Silent Night Deadly Night franchise ranked. It was a weird franchise that what started out with a guy going crazy, so he kills people in a Santa suit, ends up with bugs and a robot with no male parts trying to have sex with his adopted mother. I have no idea what went wrong here. But let's get started. At number 6 is Silent Night Deadly Night 3. The only thing I liked about it was the beginning with the white Christmas aesthetic in the beginning. Everything else was terrible. From changing the name from Chapman to Caldwell, that's just such a weird choice for to change Ricky, and that's the smallest of the negatives. There's more footage used from the first movie. The kills are not bloody or creative. Nothing happens in the movie. It's absolutely boring. And Ricky doesn't have any personality. He's quiet, unlike Ricky in Silent Night Deadly Night 2, which was actually, a decent performance. So this was just terrible. Speaking of Silent Night Deadly Night 2, number 5 is Silent Night Deadly Night 2. I liked the red car, good point line. That was kind of funny. And the Garbage Day Massacre is really fun. The Garbage Day Massacre is really fun and silly. With him shooting people and a car blows up, that is just so awesome. But other than those two positives, honestly, the first half of the movie is extremely boring. With recapping the first movie, it kind of makes up some different lines like punishment is necessary, Pamela, in the first movie. But in this one, he said it was good. They say the cop shot the janitor, but it was the priest. It was Father O'Brien in the first one, so that doesn't make sense. And the thing that just completely kind of ruins the movie is they watch Silent Night Deadly Night 1, so it breaks all sorts of continuity, which they kind of do this a lot in the franchise, which is weird. So this is not really a good movie, but I can have a decent amount of time with it. Number 4 is Silent Night Deadly Night 4, Initiation. I like that there's actually a story here, unlike the third one. It's much more character-based, and the effects are good, with bug stuff and Kim turning into a bug. The dungeon thing near the end of the movie was weird and cool. I had no idea what was going on, but that was just kind of cool, weird and cool. On the other hand, it's really weird. It's a really weird movie with bugs and witches and stuff. The movie is not Christmassy at all. The kills are terrible. There's not really any noteworthy kills in this movie anywhere. And again, this breaks continuity by showing Silent Night Deadly Night 3 on TV. So that is the second movie so far in the franchise that has done that. But Silent Night Deadly Night 4 is better than Silent Night Deadly Night 2 just because it doesn't recap the first movie and it doesn't show footage of the first movie. But still, a movie I'm not really that much invested in. But moving on, number 3 is easily the best sequel of the franchise, and that's Silent Night Deadly Night 5, The Toy Maker. There's actually Christmas decor in the movie. That actually makes for a good little horror Christmas movie. Harold's kill is awesome, having his eyes sucked in the back of his head by this toy centipede bug thing. That kill is just awesome. That's easily on my top 10 of the franchise. I'm actually invested with the characters. Like the kid's dad dies and the mom tries to cheer him up. I'm actually kind of invested with that. The toy murder scene is cool with the hand and the literal monster truck and the robot, the buzzsaw car. All those creations were pretty cool. Oh, there's also a snake, a tank, and army men. Those are all really cool to see. The only two negatives I have with it, and I guess they're not really that big, is that I don't know if the toys are sentient or if they're being controlled. It just doesn't. I think they're sentient since Pino is sentient, but they just don't explain it in the movie. So that still kind of bugs me, that they don't give a real answer. And the other thing is, there's a hint of Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2 in the movie. So that's the third movie now that has showed a previous movie in the franchise. But other than that, this is easily the best sequel. Number 2, these two movies are actually pretty good movies. These I do like. These I think I would recommend to most horror fans. And number 2 is Silent Night, Deadly Night 1, the original. First off, the songs in the movie. Santa's watching, Santa's waiting, Christmas Eve surely fading. And the wrong side of the door. They sound like real Christmas songs, and that is just awesome. Some kills are actually pretty good in this movie. Denise with the deer antlers, getting impaled on deer antlers, Matt getting decapitated, Pamela getting her torso slit. That's pretty cool. It has some pretty good cools. It's a pretty cool slasher. And Billy is kind of a sympathetic character. So I kind of like that. On the other hand, some negatives with the movie. It doesn't exactly make sense why Mother Superior forces Billy to like Christmas. Like that, like just leave the kid alone. I just don't understand that, why she has to do that. And the other negative is, Billy tries to kill Morley, but he also kills Pamela, who was a victim, and Mr. Sims, who didn't do anything at all. And someone else who got shot with arrows, I don't remember their name, but she didn't do anything at all. So it's like, it negates the whole premise of the movie. So they should have had more characters, more mean characters, so that it reinforced his messed up moral. So honestly, if it was that, if they fixed that, I think it would be easily number 1. But Silent Night, Deadly Night is a pretty good film. But my number 1 favorite Silent Night, Deadly Night movie is Silent Night, the remake. First off, the only thing I didn't really like is it didn't tell why he was killing naughty people. It didn't explain that well. Like, why is he doing this? Why is this his motive? But other than that, I love it's very Christmassy. I love it that it's very Christmassy. It's just really cool. Christmas decor everywhere. It goes back to the original with a person killing naughty people who need to be punished. So I really liked that. There's actually a mystery, and I'm kind of engaged with the mystery. There really wasn't a mystery in any other movie in this franchise, but this one kind of did, of who is killing the people. So I liked that. And the kills are awesome. Dennis getting his head split, that's really cool. Kevin getting his eyes blown up, that's awesome. Goldie getting stabbed in the gut. Maria getting her leg cut off and going into a wood chipper, that's awesome. And the reverend of the church getting his fingers cut off and then stabbed was really cool. So the kills in this are easily the best. Easily some of my favorite kills in the franchise. So just with good kills, a mystery, and it actually being actually Christmassy in the movie, makes it the best Silent Night, Deadly Night movie. So the Silent Night remake comes out as my number 1 favorite movie in the Silent Night, Deadly Night franchise. Thanks for watching.